Alright, so first things first.
Yeah.
I need you to get me 2 different bowls. Well, yeah, just give me 2 bowls because I don't know how much it's going to cut up. And we're going to put the onions and the peppers in there. You ready to make the onions and the peppers?
Yeah.
And the onions?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, 2 blue ones.
2 blue ones?
Yeah.
This one blue?
No, I want 2 blue ones.
Okay. It's 3 in there.
Alright, here, put one back.
There.
Thank you. And we're going to cut up the onions.
Oh. Yeah!
And the peppers.
Mom, can I cut the onion, the pepper?
Alright, I want you on this side and I want her on this side.
Okay.
You bring this tool all the way over here.
Okay, Johnny. Mom.
I got the knife. You bake up off the knife.
Okay.
Come on over. Come on over.
Mom.
Y'all, we are making
Mom.
hamburger helper. But I do my hamburger helper a little bit different. I do mine in the oven a little bit. So,
Mom, I can't.
come on this side, sweetie.
Okay.
So, being as though I do mine a little different, I feel like this is a impromptu type of. You guys have broke my pepper.
That was me.
An impromptu type
I
of.
want to tell the truth to you real quick.
You
That
gonna
one,
tell me truth
I
in a
did it.
second. You did. Okay.
I did.
It's okay. All right. Can you move over some?
Catch it,
Come on, move
throw
over.
it, and catch it.
Excuse me, don't pull on my back. This is a
I
lot
was
cooking
trying
with
to
kids, I'm
throw
telling
it
you.
and catch it.
Wait.
I'm Spider-Man.
What?
Yeah, I'm Spider-Man.
All right, so let's cut up the onion.
I'm gonna cut it.
I got the ground beef in the sink right now in some warm water. So, well, not warm water, room temperature water. We're gonna cut this thing down
Oh, snap.
and peel off the stuff off the onion.
Mom. Mommy.
Yes, what's the matter?
I'm gonna cut.
What's the matter? You want to sit on the counter? You
I'm gonna
can't see
eat
good
this
enough?
onion.
Here,
I'm
sit
gonna
right
eat-
here. Is that
Mom,
better?
can I eat this onion?
No, you don't want to eat that.
Mom.
I got it. I got the knife. Okay?
Mom.
My kids think they can do everything. I'm telling you.
Mom.
Yes.
What?
I got the knife, okay?
Don't even think about laughing, y'all. Don't even think about it.
They probably is cracking up at you.
Hey!
Look, they laughing now.
Hey! You what? Hey! You coming with a big pack of a knuckle sandwich.
Oh, you giving out knuckle sandwiches? Oh
Yes,
my
Mom.
goodness. Yes.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna just take this extra layer off because I just don't like the coloring on it. If y'all can see, some people don't care, but I'm finicky. So I'm just gonna take this extra piece off on the outside. Now, if onions make y'all cry, let me tell y'all, this is the best trick that you're gonna do because onions make me cry all the time. And I'm not about to be in here crying. So we're gonna take this, right? Put this in the trash. Trash.
I'm trash.
Good job. You put that one in the trash, AJ. Put that in the trash for me. Thank you. We're going to take and run this in some cold water, y'all. Once you run in some cold water, you want to feel like the little film on there, especially on this part right here. Keep rubbing that area until it gets kind of like, it doesn't feel filmy, and voila. Watch that.
Mom,
Yes.
can I get a water real quick?
Go ahead.
I'm just gonna jump down here. Mom, don't
Wait a minute. I'm going to help you. Wait a minute.
I can help you, Johnny. I can help you. You want help? You need help? Yeah.
All right.
Sit in the chair.
So now that has been rinsed off, y'all won't see me crying. I'm not going to be crying. My kids ain't going to be crying.
Mom, can I
We're going to cut it together, okay?
Yeah, we're gonna cut this
Wash your
one today.
fingers, please. All right, you can cut this one together. Everybody hands on the knife. All right, ready?
Run.
Let me do the guiding. Y'all just put your hand there. Thank you. All right. Good job, everybody.
Can we help you, like, do you
All right.
strength?
Good.
Yeah. Now we
Good job. This is going in the trash.
Mom.
We're going to dice these up. We're not ready for the pepper yet. We're going to cut these up into smaller pieces.
Mom.
Yes. Wait a minute. Ready? Cut. All right. I got the rest. Thank you. I got the rest. Thank you. Awesome.
I really want to help you, though.
You are helping me. You're being a very big help.
Can
I got it. Thank you.
some more?
Don't fold your arms.
Don't do that. Don't do that in front of me, Pop. Don't do that. I want you to copy me all the time.
Alright, so let's get this in our first bowl over here. Boom. Them peppers and onions is about to be all up in there. Like that. Then we're going to have...
Mommy.
Hey, Papa. Hey, Tara. Hey, Sharon. Hey, y'all. I'm going to cut this pepper up like this.
Hey.
Uh-oh. You touched them onions. Them eyes is itching. All right, y'all. It doesn't count if you put your hands in it. Come on, let's rinse out. Come on. Don't touch your eyes. All right, let's take in, wipe your hands off. Uh-oh. Mommy pulling too much paper towel. Your eyes too, or you clean?
I think I'm trying because there's too much.
All right, come on, sit up here.
Towel.
All right, we're back. Let's put this in the trash real quick. Let's clean up.
I gotta get some.
All right, so I like to cut around the pepper, like the little seeds and stuff. I usually either take my knife and I just make a square around it, like boop, 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 or I just cut it in a square. So that's what I did today. I just cut it in a square, and then that way it keeps all the fruit and not the seeds. Now, if you ingest the seeds, it's okay. Like, it's nothing's gonna happen to you. You're not gonna grow a pepper inside, but then you want to trim off these white pieces. You really don't want to have the white pieces in there because the white pieces can make the pepper taste bitter, and you don't want a bitter tasting pepper. So just do that. Boom, boom. And then you could take and easily remove this part by just holding your knife down flush, cut into it a little bit, and then just guide it right along the part. And now, boom, it's all clean. There you go. So you just do that to all these pieces, and then we're gonna cut them all up into small pieces, and then
right there.
and then after we do that, we're gonna start to saute our vegetables.
Hello.
Say hi, everybody.
Hi everybody. Hi everybody. Hi everybody. Hi everybody. Hi everybody. Hi everybody. Huh?
Ask them how was their day.
How was your day? 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 I'm just saying now.
Are you speaking to everybody individually?
Yeah, I'm speaking.
Don't put that in there. Thank you.
I'm speaking to everyone that that's on.
Okay, you speaking to everybody on the live?
Yeah. Mom.
Okay. So can you put that in there? Put that in the trash for me. All right, we're gonna just cut these up.
How was your day? How was your day?
Don't mind my knife cutting skills. I'm not.
Mommy.
Thank you. I'm not like Chef Ramsay. I know you ain't supposed to have your finger out, but this is how I be feeling. Ma'am. Okay, with the attitude. If y'all, she keep folding these arms, and I can't deal with it.
Yeah, she does. She folds her arms like 1,000,000 times a day.
Yes, she does. Wait a minute, y'all. Let me try to fix the camera. Mommy shouldn't have touched it before. Should have left how it was there. Wait a minute, y'all.
Yeah.
Bear with me 1 second. Alright, I think I got it back. Alright. So we're back.
Yeah, we're back.
Can you turn the microwave off? Thank you. We not cooking nothing in the microwave, y'all. She just want to keep pressing the button.
Yeah, she likes to play with the microwave.
She does, don't she, AJ?
Yeah.
Always in here making a
Can I
mess.
put these in the trash?
Yes, please. Put those in the trash for me. And yes, I use a whole pepper and a whole onion. You don't have to use that much. Some people don't like that much peppers and onions, but I love peppers and onions. And I feel like especially when I'm making something like hamburger helper. My kids are not really getting vegetables like that. So this is my makeup for the vegetables. And to be honest, my kids, they don't really care about, you know, the vegetables in their food. They don't even notice. They just eat it. So it's always good to disguise those vegetables for your non-vegetable eaters.
Mom.
Like mine.
But
So,
I'm not a vegetable eater.
yes, you don't eat your vegetables all the time.
Yeah, not all the time.
No, not all the time.
Mommy. So that's why I'm not a vegetable eater.
All right, cool. Yes.
Help me.
All right, I'll help you in 1 second. Help me, help you, help them all, right?
Yes. Mom.
All right, so
Mom.
the peppers in there. Anybody want a piece of pepper?
Mom.
You want a piece?
If
Do you want a piece of pepper?
a piece of pepper?
Uh-huh.
Delicious.
Do you want a piece?
Yes.
You like that? Yeah, I like the sweet ones. They're good. Thank you. Awesome sauce. Okay, so let's get this out of here.
I can't stop eating them.
You can't stop eating them? I know that's so good, right? Back up out the
I'm
oil.
going to eat
All
all
right.
of them.
So now we're going to
Cook them.
yes, we can ready saute those vegetables up and get them ready for our ground beef. You can use ground beef, ground turkey,
Ground
chicken, whatever your ground meat preference is. This will work for all of that. So let's get a pot.
Brown chicken and turkey mixed up.
We got people crawling over the stove. Okay.
I'm not calling on the stove.
Yes. All right. All right. You want to feed me too? All right. Thank you.
I'm going to taste the
Thank you.
onions.
Okay, y'all. So, no, let me hold you because they can't see you. Look, they can't see you over there. Say hey.
Hey!
Yeah, say hey.
I'm trying
AJ, back up, sweetie. Not all the way on the stove, please.
I want to be on the stove.
You on the camera. They see you. They can see you. All right, so I already preheated my oven because as I told y'all, yes, my hamburger helper does go in the oven. In the meantime, as well, I'm also going to, I do something else a little different. I don't make it, like, I don't pay attention to these instructions, really, except for when I'm measuring, like,
Hamburger helper. That's not hamburger helper.
yep, unless I'm, like, have to measure for the milk or the water and stuff, but for the most part, I know what I'm doing, so I don't be going by that. So, what I'm gonna do first is I like to start with my herbs, and I like to you'll see one thing that I'll do a lot, which is fry my herbs. I love to fry my herbs.
I am 6 years old.
He is 6 years old.
And my name is Nick. My nickname is AJ. A and a J.
Yes.
And so AJ Henry hair. Mommy.
All right, 1 second. Let mommy talk.
Mom.
Yes. All right, I need y'all to both relax because y'all tripping. Just stay right here and talk to my people. Wait. All right, so I'm also going to start boiling the noodles. You don't have to cook hamburger helper like that. Like, you don't have to do it how they say put it in the skillet and all that. You don't have to do that. I don't never do that. I've never cooked hamburger helper like that. So, what I usually do is I take my pot and I get the boiling some water. I boil my water and put the noodles in there just like you would make spaghetti. AJ. No.
Okay.
All of that noise is too much. If people can't hear me and I have to yell over you, that's too much, okay? Keep it a nice regular talk, okay?
Yes.
So we're going to bring that to a boil. Bring the water to a boil.
Can I talk today?
And not when I'm talking, you can't talk. When I'm talking, everybody needs to be quiet.
That's right. With my teacher.
Yes.
I won't talk when others are talking.
That's right. Good job. All right, so we're going to bring this to a boil. Once the water starts boiling, that's when I'm going to add the noodles for the hamburger helper, okay? So, In the meantime, let's get this pot going. We got a nice hot pot over here. And, yep, it's about there. We're going to get some. Uh-oh. Watch out.
I'm sorry that you saw that.
We're going to get some extra virgin olive oil going. And
Sorry that you guys fall down. But make sure click the like button below.
alright.
Click the subscription.
Can y'all see the pot?
Click
Y'all
the
need to see the
below.
pot a little bit more.
And Mom, I had the best dream ever.
You did?
We was at our school. I saw the Ninja Kid. I saw Ashton. I saw Brighton. I saw
Alright,
Painted
can you watch out for me, please?
The Paxton and Casey.
Alright.
And Ninja Daddy. And Ninja Mom. And Ninja
Alright.
Dog.
So I'm gonna add some extra virgin olive oil to the pan. And
Hey.
step to the side for me. No, what's the matter? What's the matter? What was you in? All in your mouth. Y'all gotta give me 1 second.
What's that?
I don't know. What was you doing, girl?
Donuts. Oh, chocolate.
It don't look like chocolate. It looks like something else.
What is it?
Well,
What
she
is
was
it?
in the vacuum or something.
Let me see. Can I see it?
Put your hands down.
It's in something in there.
Yeah, what was you in? What was you doing?
Johnny, tell the truth.
All right, we're back.
Always tell the truth.
So,
Johnny,
I have like a little herb garden that I bought from the store.
I get.
Y'all can buy these too. It's like,
Boo.
you get them in the little produce section. And the little fresh plants are two of them for $2. So, or 2 for $4, something like that. It's really like no money hardly. So, as the pan is a little hot, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take some parsley. I have some Italian parsley on here. Back up, baby. I got some Italian parsley. Don't pull my plants. I got it.
Mom,
And I'm also gonna take some thyme
Mom, can I feel it?
that I have.
Mom, can I
Some of
feel
my
it?
thyme got dried out, but don't worry. If you do get one of these plants and the thyme does dry out, still use it. That's no difference than the stuff that you buy at the store. So don't throw it away. Don't waste it. You put it in there. And like I said, I like to fry my herbs first. So this is something that I'm going to do to get that oil popping and infused. AJ, back up. I have
Mom, what are you doing? Are you putting that in
thyme. I got some rosemary
there? Mom, why are you putting that in there?
so that it can make the flavors better. We got some fresh rosemary, some fresh
We gotta
thyme,
eat this?
and some parsley.
We gotta
You eat this all the time. You don't even know. You have no
I
idea.
don't eat this.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. When I eat this.
Whenever mommy cooks, this is how mommy be cooking. You just don't know because you don't be in the kitchen.
This is lettuce?
It's not lettuce. It's called seasoning. You know the stuff that's up there in the cabinets, in the jar.
Yeah.
That's what this is. It's just fresh.
Oh. This is a vegetable?
It is like a vegetable. So you don't want to get these too black, you know. So keep an eye on it. Make sure if it's cooking too fast and you feel like
Mom.
you know, I would say to infuse your oil to start cooking and frying your herbs. It should take like maybe like 4 or 5 minutes. So if you feel like, AJ, if you feel like within that 4 or 5 minutes your herbs are like burning up, turn your pan down. Your pan is too hot. So you want your oil to be really infused. You want to get those smells going. You want it to be smelling real good. Right now I got my pan on like a medium, so it's not too much.
Mommy.
Yes,
I need
AJ.
something to say.
Yes, what do you have to
Are you
say?
going to put any more in there?
No, I'm not.
Mom.
This is enough. You want to make it one meal? Yes.
Mommy.
Yes.
Green.
Yes. Say hi to the people.
Hey. Bye.
Say welcome. Say welcome to Cooking on Live.
Welcome to Cooking on Live. This is where you're supposed to subscribe to be in there. to be good cook to be in there?
Yup.
And
Tell
be
her,
a
mommy.
good cutter like mine.
We're going to have a YouTube channel set up within the next 2 days.
Yep,
So,
I got some YouTube channels of my own.
yes, AJ going to have a YouTube channel coming to you soon. So make sure you let your kids subscribe and get on there.
Yeah, I still have some.
And
I still have 2 music
all right, go ahead. Put the little piece in there. And I know, right? But yeah, so we're gonna let this cook in here like this for a little bit. Get the little herbs in there. You can put the stems in there, you know, because it's all fresh and it's all flavor, and you're not going to eat that part. So you just really frying it. They should look pretty much lifeless, you know. They should look fried. The herbs should look fried. You want to make sure that you can smell them. If you can't smell them, you ain't doing it right. So now that this is pretty much ready to go, well, it was until we added a little bit more, but we're going to let this do this thing, and then straight after this, I'm going to take and put the vegetables, the peppers and the onions in the pan. Yes. Once the peppers and onions become translucent, we're going to move on to the next step. In the meantime, remember, we have that water boiling for those noodles. Make sure you keep an eye on that. Now, typically, all right, no more. Typically, when
I like putting them in there.
Typically, when you're cooking noodles, you put salt and butter inside the pan, or you know, the water that you're boiling. Now, when I'm making hamburger helpers, I don't be putting salt in the water because those noodles are like, I don't know, they like don't take a long time to cook, so I don't do that. But instead of butter, I usually add a little, but this is all the time. This is usually my go-to when I'm making pasta. I love to put extra virgin olive oil in my stuff. No, I already put that in there. So, yes, you want an orange?
Yeah, I have an orange as
You guys can have an orange as well. Yes, here you go. How about y'all go in your room for a little bit and eat your orange, and I'll call you back when it's ready for the next step, okay?
I think I'll stay.
All right, just stay there.
Mommy.
Help your sister peel her orange. All right, so these herbs still got a little bit of green to them. I like my herbs. I'm going to show y'all what I'm talking about. I like my herbs to get a little bit darker. So y'all see how the pan is looking here? I like them to get a little bit darker. Because that's still good flavor right there. That's still good flavor. I want them to look like I dried them out by the time they come out of this oil. So, for me and for the video purposes, because it's cooking a little slow, I'm going to turn it up just a little bit. Be careful when you do this, though, because, like I said, it could go from looking good 1 minute and you rolling to the next thing you know, you tasting real burnt up in your pan. So, just let that infuse your oil like this. And I feel like this also cuts down on the amount of seasonings you have to put in later. You know, when you start with good seasonings from the beginning, you really don't have to worry about, you know, trying to keep up, you know, the flavors and, you know, this, that, and the third. So, all right. So now I'm going to pull these out of the pan because I turned it up and it did what it was supposed to do. So I'm going to turn my pan right back down. I'm going to drain these little pieces out of here. See how it started to smoke? It started to smoke, you guys.
No, don't eat
It's starting to smoke because that's when you know the herbs is really about to start burning. And you don't want that. So bring the pan back down.
Mom, can I use a knife real quick?
If you have to.
If I need,
and drain these out. If you got little extra little pieces, that's okay.
Mom,
nobody's going to notice.
Mom, I need something to cut this part.
Back up, Mama.
Okay.
All right, so we putting those onions in the pan and those peppers in the pan, and we're gonna cook these until they get like translucent, see-through, clear, whatever. Cook them all the way down till they dehydrated.
I can't wait to eat them.
And again, we are making hamburger helper. Yes, we are, y'all. We are making hamburger helper.
Mom.
So, yes.
Mom, I need to cut this part.
All right, go ahead. Get a knife.
Okay.
Say hi. Hi.
Yeah.
Say y'all cooking with me? Ask them. Say y'all cooking with me?
Okay.
Yeah, they check on me. So make sure you come back and like and subscribe to their YouTube channel in 2 days. Right?
Yep. You better be watching. If you don't,
Make sure they like that YouTube.
If you don't subscribe and you don't watch it, you will go to the dumpster.
Oh, y'all don't want to go to the dumpster now. Because that's what's going to happen, my son said. If you don't like and subscribe in 2 days, when you come up with the YouTube page, he said you're going to the dumpster.
If y'all don't look on videos,
Y'all going to the dumpster, he said.
Yeah.
So I just want y'all to know. Y'all better come back 2 days.
Yeah.
I will have that YouTube channel ready for y'all. And so that we can go ahead and keep it moving. So that at least as well, you know, when we do cooking on live, if you are at work and you can cook on live with us at that time, you'll be able to go back and reference the stuff. But I really
you don't watch it, that's okay.
Yep, you just come back and watch it another time. But I'm really excited to be doing this with you guys, and I want y'all to know this is a learning experience for both of us.
Yeah.
I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect, so we're going to learn how to cook together. If you feel like there is a super hard recipe for you to follow, send it to me. We'll do it together. We'll learn together. We're going to make mistakes together. We're going to laugh together. I want this to be a space where we can have family time. We're cooking together. We're having family time. Sometimes the conversation, it may be serious. Sometimes the conversation, as you see today, is very, very playful. So, okay, 1 second. So, I want you guys to make sure you're interacting. Make sure you're, like I said, send me those recipes. If you got a special gadget that you want me to use, or, you know, something that you don't know how to use and you're like, oh, okay, maybe, somebody can show me how to do this. Let me know, and I will surely hook you up. I'm going to do what I do, and we're going to get it together. So, all right, sit right here, Mommy.
Now, I'm trying to say...
Okay. So, go ahead, AJ. You say what you want to say, then I'm going to say what I got to say. Go ahead.
If you want to get their gadgets to my mom, and you need to find the house, I'm going to let you know that on the outside of our house is pink and white.
Okay, yeah. No, I will get a P.O. box, though, you guys. I'm going to have a P.O. box so that if you do guys have, like, little gadgets that you want to see me cook with, or you have different things. What is going on? My baby's over here spitting out orange peelings. So now that the vegetables have pretty much soaked up all of the fluid or the oil in the pan, as you can see. Oh, shoot. Almost dropped it. You see, the pan is pretty dry now. But as you can also see, this is what I mean by translucent. When they get a little clear, they're starting to become clear. This is what you want. This is when you know the vegetables is getting ready to get you going.
Mom.
Yeah, bro, I'm making something real simple. Actually, I'm making hamburger helper, but I just make my hamburger helper a little bit different than everybody else. So, no, don't put that in there. Thank you. All right, so now we're going to take some butter and put the butter in the pan.
You guys, I'll be right back.
That was about, let me see. That was probably like 2 tablespoons of butter. We're just going to let that come to a nice little simmer down like this. Yes, I don't want to put that in there. I already put it in there. I'm going to take that out. The water is almost at a boil, y'all, for our noodles. So, I want y'all to get ready to put those noodles in the pot. Remember, like I said, we making gourmet hamburger helper, okay? There's more than one way to make that quick, fun meal, you know, easy meal, a little, like, kick it up a notch. You know what I'm saying? You always got to, like, stick to what this say. This don't really say much. This don't really say, like, it don't say you know how to cook. It say, it's alright. So, we're going to kick this up to another notch, though. Because y'all ain't never had hamburger helper like this. Trust me when I tell you. Trust me. They're going to be asking you to make this all the time. It's like, you're going to be known for this. So, just make sure you got love in your heart when you cooking. That is most important. Most important. Even if you're mad, in the back of that madness, you got to have a little bit of love. Because the best food is always made with love, y'all. You can't be in here. is simmer down. Calm down, okay? So,
Cooking is about love.
cooking is about love. You see, we got the family in here. We got the son, the dot. You know what I'm saying? You know, y'all gotta relax in the kitchen. You know, this is therapeutic. You making art. Let it be a form of art for you. Don't get frustrated. If you make a mistake, just take a step back and try to figure it out. If you can't figure it out, throw the whole thing in the trash and start all over. Because I can't tell y'all, I'm not as good of a baker as I am as a cooker. But we're going to bake too, y'all. We're going to bake too. We're going to get that going. So when I'm baking and I start messing up, I just throw it in the trash because I'm not that savvy where I can be like, hey, y'all. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Auntie. Hey, Casey. And that's what I'm saying. So, you know, I throws it away. Some people, they can be like, oh, you know, it's too loose. It need this or it need that. No, when it comes to baking, that's not me. When it comes to cooking, that's me. So when y'all cooking on live with me and y'all getting y'all ingredients and y'all cooking at the same time, feel free to ask me to request so that if y'all get stuck on something, I can look at your dish and try to... She done dropped the whole stick of butter. Lord! So, thank you. We thank you. We appreciate your help. But, like I said, y'all, I will help y'all. So if y'all get stuck on something and we're making it the same, and you're like, wait a minute, Drea, slow up. Because mine don't look like that. Y'all request to be on this live. You show me what you got in that pot, and I'm going to hook you up. And I'm going to let you know. Now, when it comes to seasoning and taste, when y'all seasoning your food, if you like to eat, you know how to cook. I always tell people that, okay? If you like to eat, you can cook. That's all you need to know is how to eat. You don't know how to eat? Start going to restaurants. Start visiting different places. Start going to places just for the food. So that you can figure out what kind of taste you looking for. If you need this, you need that. So again, like I said, y'all, we are cooking this regular hamburger helper, but it's gourmet style. This ain't gonna be nothing that y'all seen before. Because like I said, this hamburger helper goes in the oven. What hamburger helper go in the oven? Okay. Okay. So, let's go back to these vegetables, y'all. Y'all see the vegetables? Look. They looking real yummy. Y'all see that? Do y'all see that? Okay. You hear Sun? Sun said, oh, snap. So the water back here is not quite boiling yet, but it's almost there. So we just going to keep on doing this thing in the pot right here, right? And then, once we get the, be careful not to bump the stove, okay?
Okay.
Once we get these cooking a little bit more, and once I get the noodles in the water, we're going to move on to that ground beef. Like I said, the ground beef that I have right now is in the sink in some nice room temperature water. You don't really, like, I mean, I have, and I'll say this, I have thawed out meat in warm water. You're not really supposed to, because it kind of cooks your meat sometimes. But it depends on what you're making and, you know, how that meat needs to be prepared. So, like, something like ground beef, it's already going to be like, you know, it's ground beef. It's not a steak. You know, it's not fish. So, ground beef actually gives you a lot of room for error. Thank God. So, all right, now that these vegetables are looking pretty good, I'm going to take them out and put them back into one of the bowls that we had. That's okay to do. It was just fresh vegetables, so you're fine. No cross-contamination here, guys. We're going to do that. And we're going to leave the pan on. We're going to leave the pan on hot. We're not going to turn it down. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to then take that ground beef and we're going to add it. That's a flour. That don't go in here. She seen me pour this stuff off. Now she think that the flowers that my husband brought me need to go in the pot. No, ma'am. So we're going to get these to the side. Now, some people cook their vegetables with their meat. You can do that. I mean, some people don't do it. Some people do. It depends on what I'm cooking. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Depends on my mood. You know, I'm moody like that in the kitchen. So, thanks, Auntie. Hey, Marlena.
Hey.
Well, look, Joy. Okay, so let's get the ground beef. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna get this ground beef. Like I said, now in the meantime, it's gonna take me a couple minutes to get this ground beef. So I'm gonna turn the pan down a little bit to like a low simmer, just so that it don't get too burnt up. The oil is finally breaking up in that pan, so them noodles is getting ready to go in there in like 2.5. Give me 1 second.
Give me 1 second.
Oh, all right. So the ground beef did thaw out. Cool. Sit right here, mommy. Alright, so the ground beef did thaw out, so that's good. I only have a little bit of ground beef just because I'm cooking for a smaller family, but I feel like when you're making either spaghetti or hamburger helper or anything that comes with ground beef, you have to make it according to what you like. If you like your stuff like extra meaty meat sauce, load up on that ground beef. You're going to be fine, okay? We are making gourmet hamburger helper. This hamburger helper will be finished off in the oven. Y'all heard that sizzle? Let me wash my hands. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, y'all heard that sizzle? I hear it.
You hear that sizzle?
Yep.
It's very important, what y'all already know. Make sure y'all wash your hands real good in between dealing with that meat. It'll be already sitting there for a couple minutes. Alright. So, now that we got this ground beef in here, I'm going to take and start seasoning up the ground beef, okay?
Mom.
With my ground beef, I'm going to do, and let me say this to y'all too. Do not be afraid of those seasonings, okay? If it don't smell good, it ain't going to taste good. So, smell it. If it smells... Oh, that smells like it would be good. Put it in there. Put it in there. You don't know till you try it. We also want to take and put the noodles in there now because the noodles, the water has just started boiling. So we're going to put that in there. Stir that up. Always stir your noodles. Hey, boo-boo. You always stir your noodles when you put them in the pot. Just because you don't want them to stick and you want whatever oil, butter, whatever you have in there. You want it to get all up on it. Watch out, son. So, like I said, don't be afraid of those seasonings. I switch my seasonings up all the time. I probably never make a meal with the same seasonings. Just because that's what you do, you know? So, right now, I got some black garlic. I'm going to put some black garlic in this pan. And listen, even though I'm only doing this little bit of meat, I'm also adding other ingredients. I got noodles. I got the milk and the water. I got the onions. So you want to season your meat up really good so it can flavor all of that so you don't have to re-season. You can re-season, and it's always easier to add than it is to take away. So don't, yeah, and that's good. You should. That's what you should do, boo-boo. You don't want to be, step over to the side. You don't want to be skimpy on the seasonings. Now I'm going to use a little bit of adobo. Now, if you got high blood pressure, don't be on my channel because I'm not going to be responsible for you. Okay? I don't know how to cook like that. I cook for the elbow meat, okay? I cook from the elbow meat. If you got elbow meat, you know what I'm saying. That's how we cooking on here, okay? We not cooking no, you know, diet food. I don't really know how to do that. So I apologize in advance. This not the channel for that, okay? Maybe I'll find a friend. But yeah, we just added a little bit of black pepper. I added some adobo. And because I do have fresh garlic, I'm not going to add my garlic. So now that we just going to break this up in the pan and let that start getting all yummy and juicy. Now with ground beef, when you deciding what you want to do, it depends on what you're making once again. Because certain ground beefs that you get, you'll see it says, you know, 80-20, you know, something like that. That is your leanness to your fat. So depending on what you're making, you know, you might want something that has like a high fat in it, a high fat content. And sometimes you want something that's more lean, more meat. So like the fat, you know, the fat is going to cook off. So it just depends. You know what I'm saying, Auntie? You got to cook from the elbow meat. You know, Uncle, the elbow meat. You know, they ain't got the little chunk part right here. The food might not be good. I don't know. So, you know, I cook with the elbow meat, y'all. So, because they right into me. So, this meat is looking real good, you guys. So, now I'm going to turn the pan back up. Now that I got my little seasonings incorporated, I'm going to turn the pan back up so it can come and start cooking off a lot better. And then, after we do that, when the meat becomes nice and brown, I like to cook it another step. Like, I don't cook the meat where it's like still a little soft. I like the meat to have like a little crunch to it and get the little yum-yums in the pan. So I'll let the meat almost cook to the point where it fries itself in its own fat. Check that out. Yes. So then you don't really have to drain it too much, but it does take a longer time. So it depends on your preference. You might be a person who feels like, I don't really like my ground beef to taste like that. I want it to be just as soon as it's done. However, ground beef is not a steak, you guys. You must cook it. There is no medium well, medium rare, none of that. Ground beef is ground beef. You need to cook it till it's brown. Okay? Don't tickle me. Don't tickle me. So, we got this going in the pan. After this gets all nice and cooked up, we're going to add those. So, once we get this going, we're going to go ahead and add those vegetables back in. Once we add the vegetables back in, that's when we're going to start adding in the milk and the water, okay? Once you start adding in the milk and the water, then it's going to start to look a little bit more like, it's going to start to look a little bit more like Hamburger Helper. Right now, it's a little, you know, in stages, so we ain't there yet. But it's okay because we getting there, okay? And remember to keep stirring those noodles so your noodles don't stick. All right? I know, right, girl? She's so grown. Earlier, she was over here cooking the eggs with me. She's something else. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Heimlich? You all right? Had to save his life. He was choking on the orange, y'all. You know, I got CPR certification, first aid, all that. Just so y'all know. So, but anyway, back to the cooking. Make sure y'all stir them noodles. You don't want your noodles to be getting sticky and stuck. And sometimes what I do,
I'm just trying to get this feel out of my throat.
All right. Sometimes what I do, he made me lose my train of thought. It's pretty crazy. Hey, cousin. Yes. I know that's right. You got to get these kids in the kitchen.
This is an orange.
Got to get these kids in the kitchen. I'm trying to retire my cooking coat. By the time they're 18. By the time they're 18, I want to be putting my hands back here. And like, what's for dinner, son? What's for dinner, daughter? You know? So like I said, oh, that's what I was saying. It depends on what you're cooking and how you want your meat to come out and how you want your meat to taste. But for sure, ground beef is, anything ground is nothing that you need to be impatient with the cooking with. You need to cook it thoroughly. It's not a steak. You can't get away with medium well, medium rare, and all that stuff. You have to really cook it. If you got big pieces in your ground beef, I always chop them up. I don't leave the whole pieces in there because if you do, sometimes it'll be nice and golden brown on the outside. You chop it open, and then there you go, some nice pink meat for you. So, meat is actually, because I only had a little bit, no ma'am, because I only had a little bit, it's actually pretty much cooked. So some people would want to serve it like this. This will be cooked to a lot of people, which it is. You know, it's no pink. It's all brown, looking good. But you see all the oil in the pan, you guys? Oil is a nice, you know, as you know, way to fry your food. So I like to just, you know, let it marinate in its own juices pretty much. And I turn it on high heat now because I want it to actually get to that frying factor. I don't want it to just be boiling in the oil. So now that that's kicked up another notch, We're going to let this do its thing in here. And once that comes to a golden brown, we're going to take and drain whatever oil is left in there. We're going to drain it out. Yes. Some cotton candy. Go ahead. So now the noodles look like they almost done. There's a lot of tricks to testing to see if your noodles are done. You can do a lot of different stuff. You can, some people throw it on the wall. Some people just use the fork. I just eat it. I just taste it. Is it soft enough or not? Like, I don't have. What? As you see, even though like I like to cook and I do a little this, a little that, I'm pretty traditional. Here, give her a little piece. I'm pretty much traditional when it comes to a lot of stuff. Like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I'm saying? Like, my gravy, I don't make gravy out the little pouch. I make gravy with the bacon fat or this fat or whatever fat with the oil and with the water and with the flour. That's how you make gravy. So, I'm hopefully going to bring some laughter to your life. I'm hoping to bring some tears to your life. You know, both from crying and laughing. I hope to bring you some good, you know, meals, stuff that's like easy to make. You know, I don't want you to feel like, dang, like I don't have those type of skills. No, you do. You do. Especially, like I said, if you like to eat, you can cook. Remember that. If you think food tastes good and you can eat good, you know how to cook, okay? Don't let nobody tell you don't know how to cook. Everybody know how to cook if you know how to eat. All right? Don't be afraid of those seasonings. And like I said, don't be afraid to start over. It be like that sometimes. Sometimes you might want to cook a meal first that's not even for your family. You know what I mean? I love you more. You know that's the best gravy, Joy. You can't be getting no gravy out, no little pot of gravy. Ah, what's that? I like that. I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? That's how Johnny be like, I don't want it. I don't want it. So, y'all hear that?
I love you, Mom.
That's the sound you're looking for. That's how you know your meat is getting nice and fried up, okay? So I'm gonna just bring it all to the middle of the pan and let it just sit there and get its fry on. Get your fry on, baby. All right. So the noodles is about to be done. Let me taste these noodles real quick. They looking like they about to be done. They look like they might be done. Ouch. What? That's right. What AJ said. Make sure y'all subscribe. Well, I'm going to have a YouTube channel up for y'all so that... Yes, girl. Okay. I love homemade gravy. I don't know nothing else. My mom used to put the gravy with the pork chops and the rice. Please, sweetie. You know that's eating good. I remember one time, and if some of y'all... Alright, so it's not ready yet, but almost. Some of y'all was in the 8th grade with me, and y'all know from the 8th grade, I've been chefing it up. From 8th, before then, but some of y'all know only from then, because we had a project, and I really don't even remember what the project was, but I bought in some fried pork chops smothered in gravy. Man, it went down. You hear me? They was in there tearing it up. It was so good. Some of them never had cooking like that.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, girl, you know what I'm saying? But what I will say on the instant potatoes, you can cheat on those, and I will do that. I will show y'all how to make instant potatoes taste just like regular potatoes and have potato chunks. On the instant potato pack. Yes. So that's something that we'll do another time. But you know, like I said, I already got the oven on preheated and stuff like that. So this is looking pretty good. This is looking like almost all the oil is going, and it's looking like my meat then got a little bit darker. It's looking real good. Now, sometimes you can like I said, it depends on what you're cooking. Some things it can soak up the oil and it'll be like okay, and in certain things it don't soak up the oil, so you need to make sure that I got you, Joy, I do. Certain things you got to make sure that you know, the oil is drained off. And for this particular dish, I'm going to make sure the oil is drained off because we're doing a dish with cheese and milk and stuff like that. So, you don't want that. So, I'm going to take this other bowl that we had. We limiting these dishes. Nobody wants to cook and do dishes. So, try to reuse stuff if you can. And, you know, so that way you're not cross-contaminating and different things. Like, I can use these because we have fresh vegetables in them. We didn't have anything else. I didn't put no ground beef that was raw or anything. And so this is about maybe like a pound to a pound and a half of ground beef. Like I said, this is not a lot. Typically, when I do make this, I usually put like 2.5, 3 pounds in here. And that's just because I really like ground beef, like in my stuff. Like if I make a meat sauce with spaghetti and stuff, I love it. Like I don't know. I love ground beef in my stuff. So, all right, now that we then took and drained that out, we're gonna set the meat to the side. Now, for some of y'all may have this, y'all may not. I have an oil catcher. Like any oil that I have that's you know, I'm not using. No, ma'am. I just put in my little oil catcher. No. I got it. And then that way, you know, you don't burn your little bag up and you're also not clogging up your drain. So, you see the pan, y'all? Look at the pan. Y'all see all them drippings and everything on there? Y'all see all of that? Yes. You're going to keep that in there. You ain't going to get rid of that, okay? Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. All right, let's see if these noodles are done. Let me check. Hot. Noodles is perfect. All right, let's pull them off immediately because they're almost too perfect. So, we're going to pull them off. And, she dropped the butter on the floor. So, normally we're going to put some butter in this pot. So, let me get some butter. AJ, get the butter for me out the refrigerator. Quickly, please. Let's turn that pan back down because remember we got it on frying. But being as though I'm still waiting on that butter, I'm going to take the pan off the fire for a little bit because I don't want my yum-yums to get all burnt up like that.
Which one?
I don't care. Any butter.
Okay. The big butter.
Okay, baked butter.
The big joint.
The big joint?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. This is margarine, but we can use margarine. You just need a little fat in that pan to gather up that yummy goodness.
Cat in the hat fat.
All right.
Right, Mom? Cat in the hat fat. That's a good name, right?
Yeah.
That's a name for the...
All right, so I'm going to take these little bit of margarine, throw it in this pan like that. Typically, like, I use margarine sometimes. It just depends on what mood I'm in. All right, and as you see my little helper, go ahead, dump it in there. Yeah, put the peppers and onions in there.
Mom, can I do that too?
Yes, come on, help your sister. So in my little helpers, or put in the peppers in, ouch, sugarfoot. You want to dump the whole thing. Come on, dump it. Come on. Watch it. It's hot, okay?
It's hot.
Watch the pot. Alrighty. Bam, bam, bam.
I just threw the whole thing in there.
Put this in the sink. We done with this. This is done. Put that in the sink.
It's gonna be hot.
Nope, it's not hot. Alright, and put this in the sink, Mama.
Mommy.
Put that in the sink. Thank you. Alright, so we getting that,
I'll take this.
we getting the, what's the name back in here? We getting a little butter with the little vegetables back in here. And then we want to add right back into the pot the ground beef. If it's a little oil, don't let that drip in there. Try to catch that out of there. Alright, boom, boom, boom. We coming together, y'all.
Mommy.
Thank you. Watch your hands, please.
Mom.
Yes. Alright, you want to stir it? Alright.
Mom, can they see?
We got a little stirrer. Yes.
I just wanted to see my Spider-Man shirt.
He wants y'all to see his Spider-Man shirt. He wants y'all to know. Alright, so now that we got this going, like I said, we got this on low heat right now. I'm going to take and drain these noodles.
Yeah.
Come on. Let's drain the noodles.
See, I have the
Come
same
on.
clothes as
Let's drain the noodles.
Y'all see that I have the same clothes as this morning and stuff. I had this on all day. Right, Mom?
Okay, we got somebody in the pot cooking back there. I gotta watch her. Yeah, she jumps in that pot real fast. Alright, y'all. Try to make sure all that stuff is out of the, all the water is out of your pot. I mean, out of the noodles. Yeah, y'all better be careful. Y'all gonna learn the hard way. We're gonna add these noodles right back into that, all your mixture, right? Let's start mixing this up. Let go. Thank you. All right, good job. I got it for a second. We're gonna continue to mix this up. And I don't add the seasonings and stuff until I've seen a nice amount of color on all of my ingredients in the pan. Everything needs to be incorporated with all the ingredients and all the flavor. All right, y'all. Y'all looking for color. Look for color. Look for seasoning. You don't want to just rely on the seasoning in the packet because that really ain't nothing but just powdered cheese sauce. Okay? So we're going to put that in there now. Boom. I did not add my milk yet because, again, like I said, I like to have... Wait a minute, sweetie. I like to have... turn your hand around. Turn your hand around. Thank you. Yes. I like to have all of my stuff coated with the seasoning first. I don't like to... I want everybody to be in the party. Everybody need to join the party, okay? Everybody clap your hands. Yeah, there we go. I got one clapper in the house. Oh, two clappers in the house. All right. So, can you get me the milk? Can you get the milk? Yes, get the milk. All right. So, my little helper, she can grab the milk for us. And thanks, Auntie. I want you to turn the water on and put some water in here. Look, wait a minute. Put some water in here. Let it run in there for a second and then take it out. Yes. All right, thank you for the milk. All right, my little helper has grabbed the milk. We're going to just eyeball over there. 1, 2, 3. All right, good. And we're going to start mixing this up. And this is when your cheese sauce is starting ready to come. Dump some out, AJ. Yeah. There you go. All right. So, y'all go ahead and, okay, let me get some. All right, cool. So, my other little helper that got me some water, we just going to add just a little bit of water. Not a lot. We don't need a lot, okay? You don't need a lot. Yes. Can I see this for a second, please? Thank you very much. You're doing so excellent. You are doing excellent, too. Everybody's doing excellent. Okay. Thank you. I got it.
Yeah!
Yes.
I did it!
Yes, you did do it. High five. Give me 5. Go, girl. Give me 5, son.
Boom. Bring it.
Bring it.
Yeah!
All right.
High five!
So,
High five!
now that we got this going in here like this, right, y'all?
High five!
What we're going to do is now I'm going to add some cheeses in the pot. All right. Add some cheeses. How it smell? Do it smell? What it smell like? Yeah, what it smell like, AJ? Do it smell stinky?
Mommy.
Do it smell good? What it smell like?
Stinky.
It smells stinky?
Yeah.
What it smell?
Mom.
I don't think it smells stinky, but we'll see. Hot, mommy. Here, you want some cheese?
It smells.
Go ahead, get the cheese and put it in the pot.
I want some cheese.
All right, put it in there. Very good. Yeah, you can get some cheese to eat. Go ahead. All right, you want some cheese to eat? Go ahead. Don't use all your cheese because you're going to need it for something else. And just, okay, put that in the pot. That's a lot of cheese. All right, you keep that. That's yours. You eat that. All right, so right there, that was some extra sharp cheese. Now I'm going to add some mozzarella cheese in here. No. Y'all not about to eat up all my cheese. Back up. Back up. Hot. Mommy, hot. All right, so now you got this all incorporated. It's looking really good. It's coming together, looking cheesy. We're getting ready to put this thing in the oven, y'all. We're getting ready to put it in the oven. Occur. All right, so look how cheesy this look, y'all. Look at that. Oh my God. Oh, did I say y'all this is hamburger helper? It's just hamburger helper. Oh my gosh. I can't take it. I cannot take it. All right, so now we're getting ready to do the next step, which is typically what people don't do. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I got it. I got it. Man, we're going to be fighting over who cooking dinner for the night. Like,
I got some moves up my own.
hey.
Mom, like,
What?
I got some moves up my own.
I got it. I got it. I can fold my arms too.
Me three.
Right, you know what I'm saying? She over here folding her arms. Alright, y'all. So we're going to get that off the flame. I'm going to get this other pot real quick so they can get ready to go in the oven. Wait a minute, sweetie poo. I got to be fast, y'all. Wait a minute. Hold up.
You have to go fast. I could be right here and watch you do it.
Alright. We back. Okay. You slide over here, sweetie poo. Thank you. Good job. Alright, so let's add this right into this pan. You don't need no oil, no nothing, no none of that stuff. You don't need it. You don't need it. You just add that just like that. And then you move this around in your pan. Make sure it's nice and even. You don't want to have no bald spots. Okay? No bald spots in your stuff.
You act like a chicken.
Alright, so now we got that all looking like that. Boom, bada boom, boom. Now here we go. Watch this.
You act like a real chicken. Right, Mom?
Y'all gonna take some Texas toast croutons?
Oh, you act like a chicken.
And we're gonna crunch these all the way up. Hold on, I don't want to use the whole thing. So, look at her. Y'all see her over here cooking? She over here cooking. I don't know what she cooking. Look at her.
I don't know. Wait, I'm gonna
She don't know. She don't know what she cooking. It ain't nothing in that pot. She just cooking. Just getting her cooking. Alright, so we're gonna take these croutons and you're gonna crunch them up real good. And you're gonna sprinkle them all over the top, and it's gonna make like a nice crust on top of your
Mom, can I open this for me?
No, y'all not about to use all my seasonings in no water.
Okay.
Y'all tripping. Alright, we're gonna keep crushing these up like this. Then after we finish crushing this up like this, sugar. After we finish crushing this up like this, right? We're gonna take, excuse me, ma'am. Alright, you getting a little carried away. She got all my black pepper over there. Just going it in.
Oh, snap.
And you gonna keep crunching this all around. I probably will just use the whole thing. I'll buy another one. Because usually I do. But my husband bought these croutons this time, so I didn't want to. I didn't know if he had his mindset on it or something. So, okay. Can y'all see that?
No.
Can y'all see it? Wait a minute.
I can't see myself.
There you go.
Daddy, what are you doing? Why you hitting me with a knife?
Alright. Hey, Molly. So, yeah, you just gonna keep crunching this up real good. Make sure it's like real fine. Real fine. You can have like a couple big pieces in there because it makes for like a nice little crunch when you eat it. But it just kicks it up another notch. Like, you can get any flavor of the croutons. Any flavor. I'm using cheese and garlic. You can use butter, garlic, whatever. You can use whatever you want. So, then, alright, I think this is pretty good, y'all. And if it ain't, it's going to have to be. Hey, sis! Yes, girl. You see me over here getting our cooking. Alright. So we're going to sprinkle these croutons right on top like this. Right, y'all? Alright, this is my own little recipe. So if y'all said, if y'all see somebody else did it, they copied off of me, okay? Because I've been doing this since the 80s when I was in my daddy. Sorry, I'm just playing with y'all. But, alright, so now that that's nice and spread around, we're going to take those other cheeses that we had and we're going to sprinkle some more on top.
Mommy.
This is not for the lactose intolerant, okay? So you sprinkle that on there like that. Boom, 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 boom. This is the mozzarella.
Mommy.
Just sprinkle that like that. Like bam, bam, bam. Oh, okay.
Mommy,
Then we're going to take the rest of that cheddar. Okay, my kids want some cheese. Excuse me. Go ahead. Go ahead. Have some cheese. Have some cheese. My little cheese heads.
I'm not a cheesehead.
Give some to your sister. All right, we're just going to sprinkle the rest of this one on top of here because only a little bit. And then we are done, y'all. We're going to pop this thing in the oven. And y'all going to know when it's done because it's going to start bubbling and cheesing and looking all delicious. So, that's when you know it's done. I can't tell you what to put it on or how long to cook it because that depends on your oven. If you got a fast cooking oven, slow it down. If you got a slow oven, speed it up. I don't know. Somewhere in the middle. But my stove is hot. I'm sorry, y'all. My stove is so hot. And my little crazy stuff just stabbed my elbow in there knowing that it's hot. So, I am done teaching y'all everything y'all need to know about Gourmet Hamburger Helper, okay? You ain't even got to call it Hamburger Helper. You can call it something else. Casserole. Ain't that what they like to say? So you call it what you need to call it. You bring it to the table for your family. And you let them eat it up. And we out. Peace.